Hello, you guys. How y'all doing? Thank you for coming to my channel at Becoming King Lexus. I'm not gonna be before you guys long today. I'm going to, matter of fact, let me see if I got my headset charged up. But I'm not gonna be before you guys long today. I'm just gonna pretty much start what I said I wanted to start, which was the purge. And basically, what that is just um me basically shedding the things that I don't want to bring into my next year. I'm about to be 32 at the end of this month on the 30th. And I got two boys that I want the best for and that I want to give a great life to. Um, and I'm just at a place where I feel like, honestly, I'm kind of feeling like disappointed in myself because I feel like I should be way further in my life and things that I should be doing or things that I wanted to be doing um that I have not done. You know what I mean? I've been in one of those places where I'm just reflecting a lot, reflecting on everything a lot. And one thing that people may not know about me, like people that I meet or people that's online may not know about me, is that I deal with a lot of personal things. You know what I mean? I deal with a lot of things that happen in my life, but I don't show it. Like even when I was younger and I was in school, like I always was the happy, bubbly, giddy person. And if I told my story to certain people, they probably wouldn't even they would be shocked because they wouldn't, the way that I presented myself, I never showed that. And I feel like I be holding stuff in too. And with me reflecting, I just been feeling like, you know what, I just want to let everything go. I feel like I want to unlock my blessings with forgiveness. Um, I feel like I went through so much as a kid and in my adolescence, and then when I started having children, not having a healthy relationship with my oldest son, dad. Me and Cash dad, we wasn't even where we are now. We came a long way from where we were before. Um, and I just want better for myself and for my children. And I want to tell my story. I feel like I want my audience to understand me, the people who do watch my channel, the people who, do support me. I want to use my channel to just be open. Just be open with my life, be transparent, which is really hard for me. Like it's hard for me to do that. Like me even sitting right here right now, I want to hold back, but I'm like pushing myself right now because I feel like I need to release things. In the live that I did a few weeks back, where I was talking about, something that had happened with my grandmother, involving my kid, well, involving RJ. At first, it was really hard for me to talk about. At first, it was really hard. I had literally been saying for like months, almost 2 years, that I just wanted to go live and speak the truth. And the reason why is because, like I said in my last video, if anything was to happen to me, which I hope that it doesn't, God forbid. But if anything was to happen to me, y'all, I would really want my kids to know the truth about who their mother is, and not have my story or my legacy or my life story be told by people who may only see one view, or some people who may not like me at all, or some people who may not understand and never saw the whole picture of who I am. I wouldn't want to leave, you know, my children with just stories about me. I want the truth, my truth, to be out there. And it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna be brave and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna talk about it. I feel like um I feel like me speaking about it will help me get past a lot of things because it'll be like releasing it, you know. Um, I know that I'm coming off slow right now, but I'm trying to like push through it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm live, right? I can hear y'all in here. The house is lit, y'all. That house is lit. But like I was saying, it's gonna be certain times that I'm going to be like, oh, it's gonna be certain times where I'm gonna want to hold back, but I have to push myself through. I'm gonna push through it. And I want to start off from when I was younger, right? Y'all know I'm live, right? I can hear y'all through the door. Oh my God. I'm literally live. Oh my God, bro. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Isn't that crazy that that just happened just now? And I was just literally talking about opening up. I think that this is just, I'm going to keep this in here. It's just what it is. I'm going to keep it in here. So I'm trying to get back to what I was saying. Um, y'all, I'm gonna start making a video diary and recording and vlogging everything that I, do everything that I go through. I really want to advance in life, and I really like when I think of what I want to do with the rest of my life. I love doing YouTube, but I want to help other women that are in similar situations or have been in similar situations as me. You know, Um, if I could say it, I would say that I was the black sheep of my family. There's a lot of people that would say that, and the reason why is because it's certain people in certain families where you feel different. You feel like the outsider. You feel like the one that nobody understands. Did you see that? Thank you for coming in the comments because that was crazy. I'm like literally like I'm live, and it's just like you know. Thank you. I know. I appreciate it. I love you, Cash. I love you, Reggie. I love both of y'all. Thank you so much. Child, I'm gonna try to get through this live, child. I was basically just about to say though, I was trying to just basically start opening up more because of that live that I did when I had basically okay, so the day that I did that live where I was talking about, my grandmother and my son and everything. Shout out to my family. I appreciate the support. I do. But like I was saying, that day a lot of things had happened. And I was just so upset because I felt like a narrative was being spent about me that wasn't true. And depression is real. Mental peace is a real thing. And I need mental peace more than anything to be able to be productive. For me to be able to be productive and have a flourishing business or a flourishing career, one thing that I know that I have to have is mental peace because my mind races like 1,000 miles a minute. And I'm always thinking about things. I'm always overthinking things, right? And so that day I went to a conference with my older son. And when we went to the conference, it was myself, my mother, my grandmother, and my sisters were there. And I literally just I got so upset because I felt like, I got played in a way. And when I say that, it's because I like I said in the last video, I never intended on my oldest son living with my grandmother for as long as he did. my grandmother, I had got a job, like I said before, where I would move to Missouri, and she was like, "I got him. Don't worry about him. You know, go do what you got to do, and I'll bring your son to you." And if y'all don't know what happened, whoever happens to watch this video, if you don't know what happened, I'm gonna go ahead. I might go into it another time, but I already said this. But basically, years started going by where he was with her longer and longer, and then there was a time when I just got tired of it, and I came home and I got him. I would come home and visit like twice, 2 or 3 times a month, and spend all the money that I could on him to try to make up for the time that I felt like was lost. But I had no idea that, you know, it would be the way that it is. Some families, when a girl has a kid young at the age of 17, some people, their families just help them. You know what I mean? They just help them through it. They don't try to take the child. They don't try to take the child and take the bond between the mother and the child. But that's not what happened with me. I feel like my bond with my son is always in jeopardy. I feel like I trusted the wrong person with my child. And then I feel the guilt and accountability that I gotta take for me. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta take accountability and realize that sometimes when you make a bed, you gotta lay in it. And when I saw that she was able to give him a better life than I was at the time, I just wanted the best for my child because my upbringing wasn't the best. Not on the fault of my mother. Y'all know the epidemic from the 80s, the I don't know if I can say the word on here, the CRA. You know, you know what I'm talking about in the 80s. My mother never did that, but the other parent did. The other parent did drugs. Okay, so it was times in my life where we would get something new, and then 2 weeks later it'll be gone to the pawn shop. Or I'll never forget when my mom bought us a new TV. It was when the flat screens first came out. She got us a TV in the entertainment center, and we had a surround sound system to go with it, right? And it was so nice, and we had lava lamps and everything. And I'll never forget coming home from school and it was gone. And it happened so much to the point of me and my siblings would just know whenever we got something new that we probably wasn't going to have it for long. We probably wasn't going to have it over a month, because when that person wanted to get high, they didn't care about nothing else. They didn't care about nobody else. They didn't care about no bills. They didn't care about nothing. They did whatever they wanted to do. Even took food out the refrigerator at one point to go give to the dope man so that they can get stuff in. So these are the type of things that I'm slowly trying to get out without being too harsh. But I'm gonna speak facts too. So me growing up like that as a child and then being violated by that person as a child, I didn't want to mess RJ's life up. I didn't want to make mistakes, and I didn't want my child to ever feel the pain that I felt as a kid growing up with my mother who working hard trying to hold everything together, and then this other person who is just taking from everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to push through because it's like the beginning of it. Like I'm just now starting it, y'all. But I really want to do this. I really do. Because I feel like me doing this will help me feel better inside, because I feel like somebody understands me. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good feeling to walk around in this world and feel like you misunderstood. And when it comes to family, it's hard because it's hard because everybody doesn't see and receive the things the way that you do. So in my life, where I was just telling y'all that I was the black sheep, where I was violated by the person, the other parent that was an addict, my mother working 12 hours a day, you know what I mean, and still not being able to, some kind of way though, I'm not gonna lie to you, because of what that person did to us, I'm surprised that we survived as much as we did. But it was because my mother was working overtime. My mother was doing everything she could, and they was married and she was trying to make it work. And this person was just taking from us and abusing us too, and then started violating me. And it was even a point in my life where I tried to forgive that man for that. I tried to forgive him for it, and he ended up doing it again. And the second time let me know that people do not change. The second time let me know that, you know, everything that I was afraid that person was, he really was. The monster that I was hoping that that person wasn't, when he did that the second time to me, and I was in a position where I couldn't do anything about it, I was in a position where I had to literally just wait it out as long as I could because I didn't have anywhere else to go at the time. That showed me that, that person is not my dad. That person is a monster. And a lot of the things in my life that I feel like I should have done that I didn't do, a lot of the things that I feel like is holding me back is me holding on to that because I got to keep it close to the chest because I can't express it out loud because other people are offended by my pain about something that happened to me. You understand? So I'm going to start talking about things that happened. I have said to myself before that I wanted to write a book, but I want to start off doing it like this by just talking through it. When my computer cord wasn't working and I couldn't go live. Hey sis, I'm glad you're here, girl. Girl, I'm trying to push through this one, girl. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous. So I'm gonna become better as I go. But I want y'all to understand that I'm saying these things now because I am not bringing this pain that I'm not bringing that into 2024. I'm not. I feel like I have been through so much hell in my life that it is no reason why I should not be in my due season, where I should not be blessed, highly favored, living my life, enjoying my life. There should be no reason why I shouldn't be doing that. And when I ask God about that, or when I even just think about it to myself, I feel like it's because I'm not releasing the pain. I feel like it's because I'm not speaking about it. It's because I'm not letting it go. How can I forgive somebody for something if I never even verbalize the fact that it's hurting me? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why things are the way that they are now. As far as my path, anybody that knows, what's been going on my channel, my journey from the apartment that I was at to me being here now at my mama house. I got my own room, my own space. My kids got their own space, and that's great. But I still don't. I'm still trying to understand what God is doing in this moment, putting me in certain positions, and I want to pass the test so that I can go to the next level. That might not make sense, but I'll try to make more sense of it the next time I go live. But I just want y'all to know that I need y'all to be patient with me. I'm gonna do this every day. We're gonna continue on with the Young Thug case. We're gonna continue to stay on top of it. But every now and then, I'm gonna go live and just talk to y'all. I'm gonna go live and just talk about how I'm feeling because I want to leave it right here in this year. I've never been the type of person to make New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. I never been the type of person to like do that because I thought it was cliche. But I'm going to try to do that this year. I'm going to actually literally try to do that. I'm literally going to make goals for myself. I did a vision board last year and the year before, and I do see a change in my life. I do see that those type of things, if you never made a vision board, I encourage you to do that. I already got the stuff now for me to make my vision board for 2024 because I was afraid to speak my truth. I was afraid to speak what's been going on like with me. And there have been times in the last 3 weeks where I have been real low, like real low. And you gotta understand what I'm saying. Like I like dangerously low. You know what I'm saying? And when I got in those spaces, the only thing that like would bring me back to like Alexis, no, you don't need to think like that. You don't need to be mad that you woke up this morning. You don't need to be, wondering why you're here. You don't need to be wondering what's after this. You don't need to be worried about that because of your kids. That is the thing that would snap me back. These last four weeks have just been so crazy. And I'm not saying this for sympathy. I appreciate anybody who support me and everything, but I want you to understand that I'm not saying this because I want somebody to be like, "Oh, I hope you feel better," even though the comments that I did that I am reading from Reggie and Graffiti University Comics, Raven, I appreciate y'all and I thank y'all for listening. But I just want to be clear that some people come online and they try to do pity parties or whatever. This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? This is not that. This is just me being very raw and very real because I can't take no more. And what I mean when I say I can't take no more is I can't take no more settling. I can't take no more losses. I can't take no more watching life just go by and I'm still in this pain. I'm still dealing with it and I'm still holding it in. And I'm not allowed to say nothing. I'm not allowed to speak about it. I'm not allowed to acknowledge that that big dark mass that's constantly following me. I'm not allowed to address it because it hurts other people. When at the end of the day, I was the one that was really hurt. So I said, you know what? I'm not doing that anymore. Nobody cares about my feelings. Nobody cares about how anything affects me. You know what I'm saying? Like the two things that could get to me in life is my two kids. And when it started coming to that where I felt like people were using my children to hurt me, I was like I was done. And that's when I made that video about, how everything happened with RJ. And if you haven't seen it, I encourage you to just go watch that. Thank you. That's all I want to do. I want to heal. I want to heal. And I've learned that patterns and loops are things that I want to break. I don't want to be in a loop. I don't want to be in a pattern. I don't want to stay stuck in a certain cycle. And I feel like I need to do something to get myself to break the cycle, period, not just for me but for my children. Because when I look up the line, there wasn't me and my family before. You know what I mean? And before that there was another one. And I feel like I need to do something different than what I've been seeing happening over and over again because it's not working. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity. So I don't want to be I don't choose to be insane. I choose to be different. I choose to be real. I choose to be raw. You know, I refuse to let depression take over me. I refuse to let anybody silence me. I refuse to do that. I'm not doing that no more. A lot of the things that I want to talk about, I'm also it's also going to be hard for me to talk about it just because of the fact that I'm putting it on the internet. And I know that there's certain people who don't like me. It's certain people who have said some of the most horrible things about me. It's certain people who have, trolled me, calling me fat or trolled me about my teeth or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm not accepting this. I'm not accepting this. I know that I can change certain things. I know that once I'm done changing my inside, which I feel like I'm doing in this moment, I can change other things. And I want to open up about that too, because I'm not the only person that has been through that. Anybody who have been on my channel, you know that I survived opioid addiction. And that was a big one. That was a big one in my life for me to try to get through and make it through. And I'm glad that I did. Because I'm sure that it probably would have took my life by now. So I'm glad that I did beat that. But now I feel like I'm in a place where I'm ready to live. I'm ready to live. So the next time that I come live, I'm gonna write down exactly what I want to talk about. I'm gonna write down the topic. I'm gonna write down the little bullet points that I want to speak about it, and I'm gonna start from all the way in the beginning, from when I was a jit, from when I was a kid. I'm gonna start from then, and I'm gonna come bring it all the way up to now. Now I'm gonna let y'all know that it's some things that I'm gonna say that I might have been dead wrong at. It's some things that I'm gonna say that I am not proud of, but I'm saying them not just for myself, but for anybody else that might come across this video that feels the way that I felt 2 weeks ago. Because when I say I was down in the dumps, I was down in the dumps. That's why I didn't even bother getting another course so I could go live. I didn't even bother going live. I was just like, bro, like, did I make the wrong decision? Y'all know that decision that I had to make, that big decision. Did I just choose what was safe? You know what I'm trying to say here? Did I just choose something that was safe? Did I make the wrong decision? That's how I was feeling 2 weeks ago. And so I just didn't say nothing to nobody. I didn't come live at all. I got a lot of stuff in me, and I want to be real about it. I want to be real about my insecurities. Every time I come on this camera, I promise y'all, I be literally trying to smile a certain way. I be literally a certain way because it's certain things that I am insecure about. But instead of hiding them and being insecure about them, I'm just gonna be real about them, face them head on, and figure out how I can fix it and figure out how I can change it. I can't get my teeth fixed without the money to do it. But what people don't know is certain jobs that I would have applied for, I don't apply for no more because of my confidence is fucked up, because my teeth are not the way that they used to be. My smile is not the same and my weight is not the same. So, where I used to be confident going into a place and getting a job on the spot, I found myself being more timid. I found myself being insecure. I found myself feeling unattractive, unworthy, unwanted, and all of those things. I want to leave right here in 2023. So if anybody happen to watch this and you don't understand why I'm doing this, maybe it's not for you to understand. Maybe this is not the place that you need to be, because we're gonna keep it real over here. And I want other people that go through things or that have experienced it. Anybody want to chime in and talk? I want this to be one of those places where you can talk and it's not a judgment zone, where you can talk and it's not a place where somebody gonna throw it back up in your face or try to hurt you. I really want y'all to see me win. I really want somebody to watch this video that may feel, hopeless, or may feel like I've been feeling. And I want y'all to see me win. I want y'all to see me beat this. And it starts now. That's really how I feel. I'm gonna have to come back and watch it. Don't worry, sis, because I'm about to wrap it up anyway. I'm about to wrap it up anyway. I just wanted to go ahead and start talking and just saying something. I know that I rambled and I went here and there, but next time I come live, I'm gonna have my bullet points written down, starting from when I was a kid, and we just gonna work our way all the way up to the present, and we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it where it's at on my birthday, which is December the 30th. So by December the 30th, everything that I say, everything that I shed, the people that hurt me, the things that hurt me, I'm forgiving and I'm moving on. And I'm never speaking of it again because I'm gonna have already let it out. And I'm not deleting the videos, none of them. So anybody who do have to catch the replay, you can catch it. But y'all, I ain't gonna stay long, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you, this was hard, but I'm leaving it up. And I appreciate everybody's support. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. Um, I really appreciate it. I'll come back to y'all with a more clear and concise video. I just wanted to make sure that I came on because I said I was coming on, and I want to keep my word. I want to stay consistent. I've been going live every day. I want to keep doing that. I want to get better, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to get better. Y'all have a good rest of the night. You too. That's the perfect thing to leave on the screen before I do. Thank you too. You have a good night too. God bless. Thank you, Reggie, Raven, Graffiti University, and anybody else who see this video. Shout out to the replay gang. If you see this video, share it to somebody that you feel like could watch it or would like to see this journey that we're about to go on. All right. Y'all have a good night.